Theresa May has apologised for the appalling treatment of a husband and wife who were the victims of a so-called rendition operation mounted with the help of MI6. The Attorney General, Jeremy Wright, read out a letter from the Prime Minister in which she apologised unreservedly to the Libyan dissident Abdel Hakim Belhaj and his wife, Fatima Boudchar, on behalf of the government. He also announced that Boudchar, who was pregnant when the couple were kidnapped, would receive compensation of £500,000 for the UK's role in her treatment. Belhaj had neither sought nor received a financial settlement. Boudchar watched from the Commons public gallery as the minister told MPs that, after mediation, the government had reached a full and final settlement with the couple, who had withdrawn the legal claim against the government. Guardian today. The headlines, the analysis, the debate, sent direct to you. Read more. May's statement said, "It is clear that you were both subjected to appalling treatment and that you suffered greatly, not least the affront to the dignity of Mrs. Boudchar, who was pregnant at the time. The UK government believes your accounts. Neither of you should have been treated in this way." The couple have battled for compensation and an apology for over 6 years after papers came to light during the Libyan revolution which revealed the role that British intelligence officers played in their kidnapping. They were seized in Thailand in 2004 before being hooded and shackled and flown to one of Gaddafi's prisons, where Belhaj was tortured and sentenced to death. He was released 6 years later. Boudchar was 4.5 months pregnant when she was abducted and was set free shortly before giving birth. 2 weeks after the couple were taken to Libya, Tony Blair paid his first visit to the country, holding a now infamous summit in the desert with Gaddafi and announcing that Libya had joined the fight against extremism and terrorism. Simultaneously, a lucrative gas exploration deal was signed by the Anglo-Dutch oil company Shell. Reacting to the apology, Belhaj said, "I welcome and accept the Prime Minister's apology, and I extend to her and the Attorney General my thanks and sincere goodwill." Boudchar, who was in Parliament with her son to hear the apology, said, "I thank the British government for its apology and for inviting me and my son to the UK to hear it. I accept the government's apology." Wright told MPs, "As we have seen in recent years, there remains a considerable international threat to the UK and our allies, and it is important that government and the security and intelligence agencies are able to respond properly so we can keep our country safe. But it is also important that we should act in line with our values and in accordance with the rule of law. That means that when we get things wrong, it is right and just that we should acknowledge it, compensate those affected and learn lessons. I believe this is such a case." The government's most senior law officer set out some details of the out-of-court settlement, including Boudchar's compensation and the couple's decision to withdraw the legal claim. He said that no admission of liability had been made by any defendants, who include the former Foreign Secretary Jack Straw and Sir Mark Allen, the former head of counter-terrorism at MI6, as well as the government. "This has been a long-running and highly complex piece of litigation which has been extremely difficult for all the individuals involved as parties," he added. Sapna Malik from the law firm Leday, who represented Belhaj and Boudchar, said, "Today's historic occasion is a tribute to the resilience of our clients in their quest for justice." After 6 long years of litigation, HMG has rightly acknowledged that, even in the fields of counter-terrorism and international relations, there are lines which must not be crossed and which were crossed here, with devastating consequences for my clients. Today's candid apology from the government helps restore the humanity and dignity so brutally denied to my clients during their ordeal, and is warmly welcomed. Belhaj had said in the past he would settle for just £3, a single pound from each of the defendants, as long as he and his wife received an apology from the British government. The couple's lawyers brought judicial review proceedings against the Crown Prosecution Service after it concluded that there was insufficient evidence to bring criminal charges against Allen following a 4-year investigation by Scotland Yard. Both Straw and Allen have always denied any wrongdoing.